Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a little update on Thor Love and Thunder. Well, yesterday we finally got the first trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. It was just a teaser, but it revealed a ton of neat details about the upcoming Marvel Studios film, and more importantly, left fans with a lot of questions. Now, back when that Spider-Man trailer dropped, there was clearly some characters removed from some shots, and that was confirmed when the movie released. And now fans are back at it again because we think we spotted another blank spot. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about what's going on and which character might actually be in the movie that Marvel Studios is hiding from us. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away an Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free Week of Skills share down below. It's a pretty cool way for you to develop your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, many of us Marvel Studios fans are still reeling from yesterday's new trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. We got all kinds of interesting new stuff, including a look at Jane Foster's Mighty Thor, Zeus, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. But there was one particular spot in the trailer many fans are talking about. Now, let's rewind the clock a little bit. Back during the Spideman No Way Home campaign, there was a scene where Tom Holland appeared to be facing off against multiple villains, and many fans noticed the lizard was turning his head like he had been kicked in the face. And it turns out, that was Andrew Garfield doing the kicking. Now we've got a new spot in this trailer where fans are speculating the same thing, and it looks pretty clearly to me somebody was standing there. So let's take a couple minutes to talk about it. Now first, check out the shot. Yeah, you can tell somebody should be there, and this leads us to the possibilities of who. Now, I have a couple of ideas of who may be here, and some of them make more sense than others, including some tied to rumors we've heard about this film. So let's take a couple minutes to dig into that. First and foremost, this very well could just simply be Meek. We do know Meek has a new look based on the pop, and the CGI for this particular part of the trailer might not be complete, so they just remove the character altogether. This will be a pretty practical explanation for why that's blank. The same thing goes for members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. We do know Guardians of the Galaxy are part of this film, and there very well could be somebody staying behind hanging out with Thor. We do know Thor developed quite the relationship with Rocket and Groot, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're a bigger part of the movie than's being revealed. There's also the possibility of several other characters, and they are a bit more interesting. Now, first and foremost, it could be Jane Foster. We did see the big reveal at the end of the trailer of the Mighty Thor Jane Foster, but there is a possibility that there's something going on that included her in this shot, and they didn't want to give up that particular story detail. I'd be pretty surprised if it was Jane, but it's not outside of the realm of possibilities, and we really don't know where that shot exists within the overall framework of the film, although I do suspect it might be at the end of the first act. And this leads us to the two big possibilities. First and foremost, we've heard a lot of rumors for a while that Beta Ray Bill could be part of this movie. Now, that's never been confirmed by Marvel Studios, but many fans really do want to see Bill as part of the Thor franchise, and if we're entering a new era, it would be a great time to introduce Bill. We did get a tease of Beta Ray Bill at the Grandmasters Arena. He was one of the faces on that building, but we haven't seen him really in the MCU, and he is a staple of the comics, so I think fans will be pretty happy. Now, the other thing with Beta Ray Bill is there's a shot in the trailer where Thor appears in Hercules, and there does appear to be another character there wearing a red cape. Now, that could totally be Star-Lord in his long red trench coat, but he does appear to be a rather large fellow, and that build fits Beta Ray Bill a little more than it would somebody like Star-Lord. But we'll have to wait and see. And finally, that brings us to the last possibility, which is the one many fans seem to be leaning towards, and that's Hercules. Now, like I said, we saw Olympus in this trailer. As a matter of fact, we got a little tease of Russell Crowe's Zeus. And if you're a fan of Marvel Comics, especially the Avengers, you know Hercules is a big part of the Marvel Comics universe, and we have yet to see him in the MCU. It would make a ton of sense if Marvel seeded the character in this Thor movie. They have a long-time rivalry, and they do work rather well together. Quite honestly, I would love to see them introduce Hercules here. There were some rumors Herc was going to be part of the Eternals movie, and obviously that didn't happen, so to drop him right here, right now, would make a lot of sense for Marvel Studios, and would be a major casting announcement to add even more hype to this movie. The movie's only 90 days out, so I can't imagine many more details will come out, but holding that Hercules card close to the very last second would be pretty amazing for Marvel Studios. Now, obviously, we're going to get a lot more shots of this film, a lot more trailers and clips, so some of these things might be revealed before the film comes out, but I suspect this is going to be one of those things we circle back to and go, aha, after the movie's released. But until then, what do you guys think? Who do you think the third person in that shot of Thor and Korg is from the trailer? And if it is Hercules, do you think this means Olympus survives, or do most Olympians perish at the hands of Gore? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not going to get any updates. Peace.